Hi everyone, welcome to Cooking with Al. Today I want to show you how to do my favourite glazed ham. This is the way I do it every year and it actually only takes a few ingredients. It's a jar of apricot jam and a few other things that you definitely would have in your pantry or your fridge. I'm even going to show you how to take the skin off and score the skin so you get a really pretty pattern. And I don't use cloves on my glazed ham because some people in my family aren't a fan of cloves, so I use some star anise in the glaze. This is super easy. It goes in the oven on a low heat for 2 hours and you just baste it every 20 minutes. And this is a winner every time. People love this ham and it's great for leftovers. So if you are a baked ham lover, I really hope you give this one a go and let's get cooking.
Right, let's get on with making the glaze. As you can see, it's only a few ingredients. Dump all the ingredients into a small saucepan. First with the jam, then the sugar, then go ahead with the mustard, then the vinegar and the star anise, and finally the salt. Put it on a high heat. Bring it to the boil and then turn it to a medium heat where you want to simmer it for 2 minutes. Don't over thicken the glaze. If you do, it's too thick to spread nicely over the top of the ham. Although if that does happen, it's not a disaster. Just add a little bit of water once the mixture is cooled down, maybe a tablespoon at a time. Once the glaze is nice and thick, allow it to stand on the stovetop to cool. Now it's time to prep the ham. To remove the skin, make a cut at the hock end, over the top and through to the bottom. Now we want to remove the skin from the fat, starting at the open face or the cut face of the ham. With the very tip of your knife, run it between the skin and the fat, leaving as much fat on the ham as you can, because remember, fat is flavour. Once you've loosened the front, turn the ham over and loosen the back skin of the ham too on the underside. Same method, use the tip of your knife to carefully cut the skin away from the fat, leaving as much fat as you can. Okay, once the back's fully loosened, turn the ham back over. And again, using the tip of your knife, remove all the skin so it comes off in one piece. If it doesn't matter. I keep the skin of the ham, don't throw it away, because I use it to cover the ham still on the bone that I store in the fridge in a ham bag. You can also use an old pillowcase to store your ham. We just place it on a plate, put the skin over the remaining ham that's on the bone. Place the ham on the plate into the pillowcase or the ham bag and do a little loose knot at the end just to secure it. Then dig in whenever you feel like some ham. Now on to scoring the fat. I like to do mine in lines across the top of the ham. You can also do a lovely diamond shape with a clove in the middle of each diamond. It's up to you, however you prefer to do it. Or if you slapdash like me, just do the lines. So now that the scoring's done, place your ham into a lined baking tray. Using a pastry brush, spread half of the glaze all over the top and the open cut side of the ham. Pour in 1 cup of water to the bottom of the baking dish and put it in the oven for 2 hours. All right, so we're back here at the second baste. We're starting to get a few
little burnt crispy bits. Just there. They're the best bits, so that's what you want, lots of bits like that. Putting it back in for another 20 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to do the last baste. Use up every bit of the sauce you have left in the saucepan, if there is any. By this stage, they may very well not be. So, and then what I do as well is I ladle some of the water over, or the water sitting at the bottom of the pan, just over the top of the ham, just to make sure it stays nice and moist, particularly over the front bit here where the meat is exposed. So the ham is out of the oven and it's looking really glossy and sticky and smells delicious, just like Christmas. So I've got some edible leaves, some aniseed myrtle, rosemary, etc. and bay leaves from my garden that I'm just going to decorate my plate or my board with. But I want to show you what I do with the hock part of the ham. So I have some wide ribbon here that I'm just going to wrap around the hock, and just to cover it. So, and then I try and push the end toward the bottom, and then I have some thinner ribbon that I'm going to wrap around. I'll push that underneath, and then I'm going to make a bow. Right. And then I've just made a little bunch of flowers that I'm going to tuck under the thicker ribbon, because I've secured it with some elastic and I don't want people to see the elastic. And that will just poke up the top and decorate the ham. And then I'm going to push in the green foliage so it sits under and around. You can sort of poke the bay leaves out. Similarly, I'm going to do it on this side. Oh. And I have here in my gravy boat some of the liquid that was at the bottom of the pan that had the water and some of the juices that have come out of the ham, as well as the glaze. I've just thickened that up on the stovetop in a small saucepan until it's nice and thick. Okay, let's do a little taste test. I've just taken a bit off the end. Well, that reminds me of Christmas. A baked ham, it's beautifully salty with the sweet glaze, and the star anise just gives it that little difference, but beautiful. So I really hope you can give this one a go, and I really hope you enjoy. Merry Christmas.